Hi everyone, welcome. It has been a long time. I have been gone. I went to Europe alone and I did not vlog because it's been 7 years since I went back to Europe. If you don't know, I'm originally from Romania and I've lived in the US for a little bit over 20 years now. So during this time, I've only went back, say like 3 times in 20 years. 2 times to my home country and 1 time to Greece. So when I left my country, we couldn't travel around the world. We needed visas for every country. So now we do, but I've been stuck here in the US for 20 years. So this year I took it upon myself and went back to Europe. And it was the best decision I've ever made. It was beautiful to travel alone. I met my best friend in London, so that was amazing. And then we traveled to Sicily. But it was the best decision I've made. I spent days in Paris alone, which was my lifelong dream, and just had my little own eat, pray, love. And I'm back with a renewed mindset and appreciation for different things. Definitely I'm going to plan and go back probably pretty soon. My mind is already racing on how can I make this happen and how can I live back in Europe part-time and so forth. But anyways, one of the things that I've taken from my trip, especially from Paris, I was so just enamored and I was so in love with the way women do their makeup there and how they carry themselves and how they look on a day-to-day basis. And this isn't just what you see on Instagram and social media. No, it's a whole different vibe, a whole different energy, and I loved it so much. And I try to incorporate a little bit of that in my beautifying routine. So even though I still use like quite a few products, it's just how I use them. I've always been less is more makeup artist and kind of gal, so I'm not talking about like minimizing the amount of makeup, but minimizing the amount of makeup that I put on my face. So with that in mind, less is more beautiful. I'm going to do a little cleanup today. I feel a little naked. So let's see, I'm a little tan from Sicily. So I picked up the only foundation that I've had in my little kit here. It's a little darker, though it's going to match. And I think it's perfect for the summer. It's the Forever Skin Glow by Dior. So I'm going to start actually by applying more SPF. I did that earlier this morning, but I went on a walk with the puppy, so I'm going to use my trusty Fenty Beauty SPF and just let that sink in. I already have body SPF. As you see, my whole skin is a little glowy, which I love. So we're gonna do that. Now for the foundation, I don't have a table here, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of this, which I'm not a big fan, but I'm gonna use very little, and I'm gonna blend it in with a beauty sponge. Yeah, it's a pretty good color. It's a nice tan color. And then I like using the beauty sponge because it does create a more natural. If I do with a brush, it packs a little bit more. But this is perfect. I haven't used this foundation in a very long time because it's darker than my skin tone and it's also very dewy. but we're not complaining about that. You know how much I love dewiness. So let's blend this all in, just tap, tap. The finish of this is just so, so beautiful. Beautiful for summer. It gives you that golden hour glow. I forgot how beautiful this sits on the skin. Wow. Okay, let's blend it in. I cannot believe that I've forgotten how beautiful this foundation can get. For concealer, my only darker tone concealer I have at the moment is the Rose Ink, and this is so pigmented. I'm only going to do this and this, and I think maybe a little bit here in the corner of my eye. It seems to be a little, okay, very little, a little red there, so I do that. And with the same sponge, I'm going to just gently blend this only in my little divot here where the darkness occurs. I don't want to blend it too much into my wrinkles here and crow's feet. And then whatever I have left, I'm just going to just gently like swipe it on the eyelid to remove that redness that, you know, sometimes the veins can kind of. And that's it. And a little bit here. Okay, to set, I do love my skin, so I'm not going to powder everywhere. I'm going to just use a little bit of my Ilia powder and set just a touch right here under the eyes and the eyelids so they don't get, you know, oily. Right here. And then I'm going to set my nose, so, you know, makeup tends to rub off of my nose, especially if I'm going to wear some sunglasses. So just go around the nose and in between my eyebrows, and then a little around my mouth. So everywhere else we're gonna leave that nice glow. Okay, I think we need to add some bronzer, and this is my piece de résistance this summer. It is the Guerlain Terracota in Light 1. I have missed this bronzer. It was one of the first products I have purchased when I started doing makeup. And when I was in Paris, I paid a visit to their boutique and got myself a red lipstick because, of course, when in Paris, and I stocked up on this. It smells incredible. I don't mind products that smell good. It just makes me feel like so luxurious. And it has a touch of glow. It comes in a couple of different shades in here, so it gives you that beautiful glow all over. So I'm going to use it as a bronzer and not as a contour, of course. I'm gonna generously pat in with a bigger brush, and then softly I'm gonna go from just a little bit underneath my cheekbone, but I'm gonna bring the color up just like I would tan if I were to be out and about. The smell of this, and I started using it in Paris, so now every time I wear it, it just completely takes me back. Scents tend to do that for me. I did buy a perfume while I was there, so now every day I wear it, I feel like I'm back in my solo beautiful Paris trip. And then I'm gonna go around the cheeks and the nose. I mean, look at this beautiful, beautiful glow that this powder gives you. So natural, so glowy. And then I'm gonna go a little bit under my chin because I have no color there, and it just kind of, I'm gonna blend it in with my neck and the rest of my body, but I cannot stop smelling this. All right, so now that we're nice and bronze, let's get a little color. Actually, let's, I think we can do a little bit of, I'm gonna do a little bit on the eyes with the bronzer. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a smaller brush and just, that way I just bring everything together. Doesn't this look just like you came back from a vacation? And it smells like a very nice vacation, like Saint-Tropez, or, you know, we're all allowed to dream. So go down the nose a little bit and just bring everything in. I'm going to use the same brush, even though it's kind of big, but it's okay. We're just going to go a little bit under to create that soft shadow effect. For my cheeks, I'm going to use two blushes because I'm just in love with the new cream blushes Persona have come out with. And I'm going to do Teddy and Kiss. Kiss, it's a beautiful pure red, and Teddy is a bronzy nude taupey color. So I don't want too much red, which makes me look like I've been in the sun too much. So I'm just going to combine it. I don't know, we're just playing around because I want to use both. So I'm going to go first with Teddy, and I'm just gonna go right on the apple of my cheek right here. And don't worry, we didn't powder that much, so, and these blushes are so blendable. So I'm gonna go like this. And then with Kiss, I'm only gonna go in the center right here where I would normally blush. I feel like Teddy is acting more like another layer of bronzer. And then with the Persona brush, I'm just going to pat and mix these two together. I'm going to keep it still kind of right here on the cheek and a little bit towards the temples where I would normally get sun and blush, but I'm not going to go too much underneath my eyes. I'm not on board with this trend where you're bringing your blush all the way to your lash line. I'm never gonna understand that, but to each their own. Just like to think that makeup is here to, oops, enhance your natural beauty, not to erase or change your features. So this, I'm gonna put my earring back on, this is just beautiful. I love it. Let's do a little bit of highlighter to go with it. My Merit Beauty little stick and just add it here and then warm it up with my fingers. I usually like to put the highlighter before the blush, but I almost forgot to bring it here. I mean, come on. This is summer skin. How are we feeling about this glow? A little bit here. Are we here for it? And then a little bit here. I'm here for all this summer skin, right? A little bit here, because why not? And to finish off, let's do mascara before we put on the lips. I have repurchased one of my Ilia mascaras because I think I've gone through numerous tubes of that. I'm talking about the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. It has a plastic wand with little teeth, almost like a comb, and you will see the difference that this mascara does on your lashes. Well, how do we feel about this mascara? Pretty good, right? And this skin, this Dior glow. Okay, I'm loving it. I think we're done. I'm gonna quickly put on some fuss-free lips. This is Meditate by Persona Lip Balm. Feels amazing on your lips. It's a nice nudie color and has a slight scent of vanilla, which I adore. This is truly a summer fuss-free look for me. I'm going to have a nice lunch and enjoy the rest of the day. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for sticking with me all this time. Thank you so much for all your encouragement I've received on Instagram on my latest post. You have to come there, and because I have not vlogged my Europe trip, but there are quite a handful of reels and photos from Europe up there. So come on over, say hi. Let me know if you're coming from here, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much and have a beautiful rest of the week. Mwah!